Hello and welcome to Motors for the Masses, and this is the first time I'm doing a full video with a Canon 80D, so hopefully it'll come out right. We've got the boom mic on, so let's see how it goes. We're back on the NTV, so let's roll the intro and let's get cracking, because it's getting exciting. So what's on the cards for today? Well, I'm purposely only showing you the back of the bike because the tank is here. I shall be showing you that in a short while, and also I've got something which may quieten the exhaust down. It's this. It's a DB killer, but it's a DB killer with a bit more in it. If I show you here, look, it's got honeycomb inside. Can you see that? There you go, look. So that hopefully should do something. It's a 51mm insert, so I shall shove that in the end and see if it makes a difference. Makers, it's like makes, but slightly better. So this hopefully will quieten it down to make it rideable, but we'll find out soon. Do you know what? I can't wait any longer. I need to show you this tank. I'm really pleased with it, and we'll go over it in a little more detail as well. So are you ready? And here it is! Ta-da! It's all sandy coloured and everything. So excuse the ambient noises, there's people turning up and welding going on over the road, so I'm sorry about that. But anyway, this tank, you'll notice that it's got a few marks and dents in it. Now, my dad sprayed this. I asked him to leave the dents in, which goes against everything he's ever done, so that was quite confusing for him. And I've asked him to make it a rough spray job, because I want it to look old and weathered, and I'm going to weather it a bit more, but for now I am so impressed with that. So what are the plans for this tank? Well, I've got some more of these MPF Interceptor badges, and they will be going on the tank. One on here, one either side, and of course our Motors for the Masses stickers, and I'll be roughing them up just to give them that old look, and then I'm going to put my cargo net over the tank, so that hopefully will finish off the job. So let's do that first and see what it turns out like, and then we will concentrate on getting the exhaust sorted out and firing it up to see if it makes a difference. Oh, by the way, yes, also these side panels, they have been sprayed and they are black. I'm going to move you in like this. There you go, look, see, they're black, so they mould nicely with the rest of the blackness. And what I'm going to do is rough these up and spray these with a can. I don't want them to look neat and mint, I want them to look rough. So I'm going to spray these with a can and see how it turns out, and they're going to be black as well. Yes, you may detect a slight hint of excitement in my voice, and I have hay fever, so I apologise for that, but I am excited.
Why do I make things complicated? Why do I lose all my control? I keep on letting my bad habits make us both come crashing to the floor. Something to save us, close but we're strangers, feel like we're far apart. Stripping down the middle, stripping down the middle, stripping down the middle. This is not what we should be, trying to get the best of me.
Jamie's back on the scene. Say hello, Jamie.
Hello, hello.
And he's done the wiring on the lights. So now we have headlights. Look, we've got side light.
No, it's dip planners.
Yeah, what side light? Side light.
Oh, here we go.
So we've got
Side lights, main lights, and then high beam.
Yay! Well done.
Back to dip.
Thank you very much.
That's pretty easy actually. It's just a side light wires straight in, headlight wires straight in. No wire, no soldering, no nothing.
Fantastic.
Easy peasy. Right, so one thing we'll have to do before the end result is basically just remove the headlights just with these couple of bolts, just so we can get access to all this wiring, just so we can tidy it all up. As you can see, it's a bit of a jumbled mess, so we'll tidy all that up before the end.
So before we do the indicators, we are just going to go with the exhaust. We're going to take this off, and just for now we've got a new bit of petrol pipe on, we're going to put in the DB killer that I bought and see if it makes a difference. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is fire it up with just this DB killer on, see if it actually makes a difference. You've heard it before, but we'll do an experiment. So we'll do with this, then again with this out, so it's just raw sound, and then with a new DB killer inside. So now with nothing. So now with a new DB killer in. If it works, I shall just put a blob of weld in and weld that in place. So let's find out, shall we? Okay, so we're going to do an all three experiment because I don't think this new thing bloody works. Okay, so now I've put the wadding on this pipe because that seems to be the most quietest one, and let's see if that does actually make a difference.
Come out, or is it just
Yeah, it's just blowing out. Right, one more thing before I give up and cry. Okay, we're going to put this one in first, and then the other one on top. If this works, I'm going to cut off this rim, put that down the pipe and weld it in place. So we're going to put that on there for now, and then put the other one with the wadding over the top, and see if that makes a difference. Right. Right, that's definitely too loud. Okay, well, so where we are now, it's still too loud and there's still very little back pressure. Okay, suggestions please. What am I going to do? I might end up having to ditch this pipe and find some kind of midsection. I don't know. I'm at a loss at the moment. Suggestions please. Let us know what you think is the best course of action to get a bit of back pressure and make it just a little bit quieter. I'm reluctant to do anything else at the moment with that side of it until the sound is sorted out. Now I know we've got to take the carbs off and give them a damn good clean because at the moment it's not running right and the carbs do need cleaning out because they're all gunked up, so that will be done. So let's get on to the indicators. In fact, let's go and see how Jamie's getting on with a 3D print. So when it comes to the indicators, we're looking at possibly mounting it to here. I'll make a bracket to come off around here and then indicators on there. But Jamie's come up with another idea.
I mean, what we can do is, let's say, get 3D print 2 plastic plates. So just circle plates, just a bit bigger on these holes, and then we'll just basically clamp the indicators to them plates through there like that.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I forgot to mention we have a 3D printer now, so we can print some lovely stuff.
The other thing that you can do if you want it a bit lower is you might be able to even 3D print some clamps around there, and they just bolt in.
I quite like your idea of these actually.
Well,
Through here.
it's just next, and it's all up here
Yeah,
then.
yeah, I quite like that.
We'll give it a go.
I think I prefer it up here than I would down there, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how are you going to do this?
So the idea is basically to print 2 flat plates initially, and what I'll do is try and get one that so it sticks out into this.
Yeah.
So you have a bigger plate, it's 42mm on the outer, 32 on the inner, sticking out by a few mil, just so it slots in there and holds it in place steady.
Yeah.
And then basically this will thread through the hole in the centre of the plate.
Yep.
And then basically the nut, as you screw it up, will clamp the
two
plates
plates
together and this on there.
And the lip will stop it moving up and down.
That's right.
Right, nice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So that's the plan anyway.
And we'll, once Jamie's set that up on the computer, we'll take you upstairs and show you how that works. So here we are with the design on the computer. Jamie, have you made that or have you found one?
No, I made that. So it's pretty simple to make one. So these are the 2 bits that we're going to need. So you've got a flat plate with just a hole in the centre for one side. And then this one you got the flat plate and then with a recess to sit through that hole.
Is that recess big enough, do you think?
What do you mean?
Is it deep enough?
Well, you don't want it too. If you have it too deep, it'll basically.
Yeah, that's not a huge bracket, is it? So,
no.
Yeah.
So it's only basically 2 mil, and then you'll use the actual clamping of the thing to hold it all together.
Yeah. Okay.
But basically, to make something like that, you just basically pick a cylinder, for instance, pop it on there.
Make the size. And oh, right, okay.
And then you can change the diameter. So ours was 42 mil, obviously, and ours is a circle, so 42 each. On there, and then obviously you change the height. So essentially you only want it 5 mil thick, like that.
Oh, it's pretty simple, really.
So to make the hole in the centre, again you drag another cylinder over. So we want a 10 mil hole. Move it down to 10 mil, and you always have it a lot deeper than what this is. So this is only 5. So this is 5 mil thick. You want this over 5 mil. So when you put it on here, obviously you've got to make sure it's central, which I'm not going to do just now. So then what you do is get that and just drag it, and it drops it through. So you can see it protruding out the bottom.
Ah, okay.
And then you just click hole.
Ah.
There you go. It makes a hole in the centre for you.
Wow, fantastic.
So it's pretty simple. Obviously initially this you can change the amount of sides, so it's a bit like wavy around the edge. So you want it more circular. You add more size to it, and it'll give you a more even circular.
Nice. And this is the printer we're using.
Yeah. So this is just a CTC A13 printer. It's just a clone of the Creality Ender.
Oh, you said that with almost adenoids. This is a CTC printer.
Yeah, so it's not the best, but yeah, it'll do the job.
Fantastic. Look at you, look, master printer.
Yeah, something like that.
So obviously we're printing this in black, not this silver. Yeah, we couldn't afford the expensive one.
Yeah.
And we're
Not only that, we're learning, so we don't want to spend an awful lot of money.
Yeah. We
really
bought this second hand for, how much was it again?
£110,
£110, yeah, £120, 110, 120. So we've made quite a few things so far. Mostly, Jamie's made a chess set, a Star Wars chess set.
Yeah. This is all made. This was all made.
Oh yeah, all these brackets you made and the tray and everything with the
this is all made.
Printer. Now, don't worry, we're not going to have you here for the entire process, but how long do you reckon that will take to print those?
Probably about half an hour for one side.
Alright, so we'll see the start process and then we'll come back at the end.
Scrape the old glue off here.
So what's the purpose of putting glue on?
Just helps the print to stick to the bed.
Otherwise it can slip.
Yeah. Okay, so now we've just changed the filament up here, so we've just got to put some adhesive on the build plate.
Things within me, I keep it deep inside myself.
So I need to level the build plate, put it to home.
I swear to never talk about it until I start again.
Now we can start the prints. As soon as that gets up to temperatures, I'll start printing. So I want at 195 degrees for the filament, so that's just got there, and the bed there at 60 degrees, so that should start in a second.
Save us, close but we're strangers. Feel like we're far apart. Strip it down, middle. Strip it down, middle.
Always watch the first layer of the bed. It's always the hardest bit.
This is not what we should be. Thought you get the best of me.
Right, so as you can see, it's just starting to print out the first layer. So there's 4 plates to print, and it's going to take about an hour and 15 minutes to an hour and a half to do all 4. Okay, as you can see, we're about halfway done now. It's just doing the infill layers, and we'll see how that gets on. Alright, so I'm not too sure how well you can see that there, but it's just adding the top layers. And the next thing, it was on these 2 parts just on this side, it will start building up that centre bit for the insert. Okay, so that print seems to have finished. Let's have a little look. So there we go. And we'll see how that goes on the bike.
We've now printed these out. Let's see if they fit in the hole.
So we've got obviously a taller bit on this bit, and that's going to slot in the hole to hold it steady. So basically, that one on the outside, that one on the inside. The indicator bolts through that, and that should move. So we'll give that a go.
And there we go. It's on. Impressed with that. I'll just put the other side on so you can see the process of how this little clip works. Yes, impressed with that. Very nice.
This is how we should be. Thought you get the best of me.
So for now, that's as far as I can go. The indicators are on. Jamie did a fantastic job on printing these, although to be honest, he just did that, and pressed print. I'd like to point out that we had a suggestion, and it's a very good suggestion, about removing this bracket, which is going to happen, and we're going to put another one of these over the back and just mount to these back screws. So that will happen before the next video. Pleased with the tank. I like the net on it as well. The side panels, I don't know if you can see them down there. If not, I shall give you a quick squirt before the end of the video. The only thing we've got to sort out, obviously we've got to strip the carbs down and clean them out before they go back on, is that exhaust. Now, there is a suggestion that we turn the baffle round, cut it in half, stick it in the end of the welded pipe, and then put the other baffle I got, the little cone thing, inside that 3-way split tailpipe, and then put it all together. That's the next option. If you can think of any other options, please let me know in the comment section below, because other than that, I really don't quite know, and I don't want to put a standard back box on it or some kind of baffle noise reducing boring looking box that doesn't work with the theme of the bike. So if you have any other suggestions, please let me know in the comment section below. And yes, that's all we've got time for this video. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be back next time. We've got some more bikes coming. So yes, we'll be back on the reviews very soon. So until next time, please ride and drive carefully, but have fun. Bye-bye. Hello, so welcome to the last little snippet of this video, and that is the competition. Now, if you remember last time we put up 5 bikes and you had to guess the brand of the bike, or the make, the model of the bike, and the engine size, and a bonus point if you got the year. Well, a lot of people seem to have chickened out. They mentioned or made comments about it, but they didn't want to guess the bikes. One person, 2 people, had a good guess, and you're close, but you're not quite there. So it doesn't look like we can give out any prizes this time, but don't worry, there'll be another competition coming very soon. However, I do have the details on my piece of paper. So to tell you exactly what they were, it was a 1971 Honda CB504 500cc, or 498 to be precise, not the 550cc. That came after. That was after 1978, I do believe. The next one was a 1994 Yamaha YZF 750. The next one was a 2018 AJS DD125, or also known as the Regal Raptor. The next one was a 1998 Honda CBR 600 FW, and the last one was a 1997 Kawasaki ZX7R 750cc. So, sorry, no winners this time, but don't worry. There is one of you that is very, very close. So you will get a mug. So it just goes to show, give it a go and you can get something out of it. Please let us know what your details are and we'll get a mug off to you. Now, those of you that are also waiting for mugs that you've won in the past, they are on their way. They are currently being sent to me and they'll be shipped out to you as soon as they arrive. Unfortunately, I can't say anything other than that. They are ready, I believe, and they are on their way. Unfortunately, the people who are making it have been on lockdown, so we've been caught up in that nonsense, unfortunately. So there you go, that's it. Thank you, bye bye.